why Elon Musk's self-driving electric car is the future.
So if you're watching this video, then you probably know who Elon Musk is and what Tesla is. Simply put, in the last 5 years, Tesla has become one of the premier electric car manufacturers. In that same period of time, Tesla stock has increased by a factor of 2,471%, and the company has a total net worth, including all assets, of over $900 billion. All this now making Elon Musk the richest human being on the planet, as recorded by Forbes. The question remains, why the sudden popularity? In order to answer that question, for the last 3 weeks researching deeply into the beginning of electric cars themselves. So, some guy named William Morrison makes what is more like an electrified wagon, and that started this global phenomenon? Obviously not, but surprisingly, electric cars have been popular for quite some time. In fact, in 1900, 28% of all cars produced in the US were electric. While there were only about 4,000 cars on the road at the time, this goes to show that this technology has been in development for quite some time. My theory on its recent popularity. Perception.
That looked much cooler in my head. Alright, so this is a picture of the most popular electric car 15 years ago. And this is a picture of the most popular electric car now. Spot the difference? 15 years ago, electric cars looked like something that your grams would be driving to the grocery store. I'm joking, but the point is that Tesla has changed the way we perceive electric cars in general.
Contrary to popular belief, electric cars don't have to be slow, old, and gray. When everyone else was making the same boring design, Musk, well, he made a luxury sports car. In fact, the company's Model S Plaid has a 0 to 60 time of 1.99 seconds, which is faster than any Lamborghini model at the time of recording.
So confidence in electric motors to be applied to pretty much any form of transportation has risen exponentially by car manufacturers, and I think that's catalyzed itself by Tesla, who has shown us that electric cars can be economy cars, sports cars, pickup trucks, really whatever you need them to be. There's no disadvantage in terms of performance in having electric cars that's noticeable enough to outweigh the benefits.
Not only are electric cars quicker, but there's also another glaring reason why they will continue to rise in popularity. They're simply better for the environment. On average, 1 year of driving an electric-powered car can save about 1.5 million grams of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. That's about a return flight from London to Barcelona 4 times. So while some say that producing these electric cars counteract its positive impact on the environment, research indicates that producing electric cars, even the batteries, still provide a net positive impact on the environment.
Cleaner for the environment, and the performance is comparable with other gas-driven cars. The question remains, why aren't we seeing that surge in electric cars right now? Well, some of it is in production. We all know that Tesla has issues keeping up with the high demand for their cars, but it's more than that. There's one big reason, and I think it's
financial equity. Simply put, too many people are making too much money off of gas-powered cars. The oil and natural gas industry has created over 9.8 million jobs. Unfortunately, electric cars and its popularity seem to have a negative impact on the amount of people who can now work in these industries, especially with new automated technology to lead the way. The only way electric cars are going to become a commonplace is when we are forced to make that switch. How so? Well,
we're running out of gas.
It's estimated that our fossil fuels will be depleted within this century. In fact, it looks like we only have about 52.8 years left of natural gas. But that's not the full story. The demand for fossil fuels rises each year, and because we are burning through these fossil fuels at such a high rate, we could see a complete depletion of fossil fuels by 2060. But it's foolish to think that car manufacturers are going to wait until there's little to no gas left to start jumping ship. I think in as little as 15 years, we could see a surge in electric cars and a massive decline in gas cars, and whether we like it or not, that might be the only option. In fact, major car brands have already begun to build preliminary models for their electric cars, each unique in their own way, which is dope, because that means we'll still get that same priority in terms of design, just cheaper, cleaner, maybe faster, and in my opinion, better. But how about Elon's self-driving capabilities? Will they have future application in cars? I think yes. One of the big selling points of Tesla cars is its self-driving capabilities. While some love the idea of a world where a computer can drop you off at your destination, park itself, and then come pick you back up when you're done, some do not. In fact, there have already been some unfortunate fatalities. But an argument statement for anti-self-driving, I think, is a bit extreme. Tesla reports 1 accident for every 2.42 million drives. That's an improvement on the 1 in 366 for every 1,000 miles driven on average. In fact, 1 alcohol-related death occurs every 52 minutes, according to the NHTSA. Drunk driving causes more than 10,000 deaths every year, about 1/3 of all traffic-related deaths. Imagine if someone who's intoxicated or high can simply call their car to pick them up and never even get the choice of dangerously driving home. I think this could dramatically decrease the accident rate per year. All this to say that in 20 years, an electric self-driving car, Tesla or Ford or Nissan or some other new company, could be driving you to work and you wouldn't even think anything of it. I'm Start With Heroes. Remember to be a hero, and I'll see you in the next one. Deuces.